want to cover a little bit about first ladies today. So take a look with me at what they had to say.
Remember on other networks, they were calling his wife, Casey, the Walmart Melania, which I don't really think is, it's not that degrading. I love, it's not, right, it's not an insult. I love Melania. I think she's beautiful, and I love Walmart. So, yeah, just everyday people. Anyway, so now they're saying, they're mocking her, they're calling her names and calling her America's Karen. Listen to this MSNBC panel.
Casey DeSantis is a fairly compelling political figure in Florida and now nationally. For many, she's the brighter side to Florida's angry governor. For others, she's become America's Karen. And I think that's the ultimate disconnect here with a campaign that needs to embrace more constituencies to get to the White House.
America's Karen, David Jolly.
Well, I called her this, Serena Waterford wannabe needs to cut it out. We see you. So there's all kinds of names for her. She needs to stop trying to measure the great drapes in the White House and think that she's some kind of Jackie O reincarnate. I mean, Casey DeSantis, keep an eye on her, though. She's a wily figure.
This, she looked the same way when she was doing local Jacksonville
Oh, that
news.
was just so unnecessary. Here's the thing. I think that the media and politicians have really taken punches to the first ladies. But here's the thing about these women, something to keep in mind. They end up being victims of their husband's role. Most women just agree. Yes, I think they believe that their husbands could do something for the nation. But at the same time, these women, whether they're Democrat or Republican, they end up being victims of the media and of the opposing party. I thought about the comments that they made about Casey DeSantis. And first of all, listen, I think we can all agree that that woman is gorgeous. She's beautiful. She's smart. She was a broadcaster. She has a lot to bring to the table. She doesn't have to be a Walmart Melania. The girl is beautiful in her own right. And I was actually glad to hear MSNBC admit that Melania is beautiful, because if you have to make up some derogatory name to belittle Casey DeSantis, well, that lets you know what's really at play there. There's also there's been a study that says that Republican women are more attractive than liberal women, Democrat women. Now, listen, I'm not saying that to make my point for the sake of conservative women, but here's the reason why. I believe that more conservative women come from conservative homes, which means they have more biblical values. They are more likely to want to adhere to the ladylike expectations, and beauty is still important. One of the things that we need to appreciate is that you can be a very beautiful, attractive woman and still be very intelligent. There's no need to be a copycat of some other first lady. In fact, there are some first ladies who are liberal and Democrat that I think were actually attractive. Believe it or not, whether I don't support President Joe Biden or not, I think Joe Biden is a pretty woman. I don't agree with her husband at all whatsoever, or with her. But the truth is, guys, that we have to learn to separate politics from what we say about individuals. Melania was an absolutely gorgeous woman. She didn't get the media coverage she deserved because she was a conservative woman. As you saw, so many liberal Democrat women get put on all sorts of magazine covers and interviews, etc. So the truth is that this is time to look at America's first ladies. These women work hard, whether their policies are divisive or whether we agree with them or not. I think it's time to acknowledge that women such as Casey and Melania are absolutely intelligent women in their own right. So we've got to look at this and go, what's going on? This is a message to women. We can hold our value, our intelligence so strong without having to look like men. I think that's part of what's happening with the liberal Democrat women, is that they're all about, asserting their authority, that they lose their femininity. We don't have to go there. And there are actually some conservative women who do the same. But you see it a lot in the Democrat Liberal Party because they believe in, cutting ahead of you no matter what. So they take on a very masculine role. Women are important in the political realm. So if we hold on to our femininity, our voice, our intelligence, and our authority, we will win many more hearts.